Hey, what's up everybody? This is Dr. Andrew Kim M.D. and today's video is called Take Better Care of Yourself. And to make my point, we're going to make an analogy and basically ask this question to you. Okay, and I want you to comment after this video. We're going to take a poll. Do you take better care of yourself or do you take better care of your cell phone? Be honest, okay? This is a follow-up video to my video on self-care. And remember, self-care is any deliberate act that you take to try to either preserve or restore your physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual health, okay? The problem is many Americans don't make this a priority, okay? And to make my point, we're gonna talk about something relatable. How much we care about our cell phones versus how much we take care of our own self-care. And you tell me at the end, do you take better care of yourself or better care of your cell phone? So let's get started. First of all, let's talk about the concept of recharging your battery, okay? When it comes to our cell phones, I bet you're just like me, you're worried all day long, is my phone battery gonna make it? Okay, so you might make sure it's topped off, it's close to 100%. You're looking for outlets to top it off over the course of the day. You're carrying around portable battery juice packs and you're juicing it up because you're freaking out and you don't want it to run out before the end of the day. All right, I don't know why they don't make better batteries, but think about it. When it comes to your own personal battery, how often on a day-to-day basis are you worried about recharging yourself, okay? Oftentimes we wait until we're on empty. We're dead tired. We're about to pass out. You say, I'm so emotionally drained. I'm emotionally burnt out. I can't take it anymore. And that's when you start deciding in a reactionary fashion to recharge yourself. I'm gonna crash tonight. I'm gonna get a bunch of sleep. I'm finally gonna go talk to someone, get this off my chest. So when it comes to our phones, we're proactive. We don't let it get drained and run on empty. When it comes to ourselves, we wait until it's too late. And we wait until we're running on empty before we do anything about it. Think about it. The next concept is just the amount of concern that we have about protecting the welfare of our phones. And I get it, they're expensive, okay? But think about it. We buy elaborate cases. We want to make them drop proof. We have life proof cases. We have OtterBox cases. We have Apple Care. We have Assurion. We have replacement plans. Okay, we treat this thing like a precious baby. We are very proactive. When it comes to our self-care, again, we're very, very reactionary. Why is it we take all this proactive steps to protect a bad outcome from happening with our phones, but with us, we wait till we say, I've had a mental breakdown. Now I'm gonna go see a counselor or a therapist or doctor. I've had my third heart attack. You know, my diabetes is out of control. Now I'm gonna go see a doctor. I'm drowning in debt. I have to file for bankruptcy. Now I'm gonna set a budget. So this is just another example of how we're reactionary and we have to wait for disaster to strike, where with our phones, most everyday Americans are very proactive in protecting it. It's time that we focused on our self-care and take better care of ourselves. Now, the next one, the next comparison is when it comes to upgrades. We are obsessed as a culture with what's the next iPhone gonna be? What's the next upgrade, the next model? How many cameras? How clear will the picture be? What are the new features? How fast is the processor? What are the new apps? I can't wait. People camp out and wait for days to get the latest upgrade. When's the last time you were that passionate and excited about upgrading yourself and your own self-care? Meaning just taking the time to just learn more, advance yourself in your career path, okay? Just figure out and explore and think about what's next. What do I need to do as my next steps to learn more about your faith or just spirituality in general, okay? To grow spiritually, to grow as a person emotionally, and just take the next steps in your emotional development. How much time have you devoted to that? How much excitement and energy have you devoted to upgrading yourself as part of your self-care versus worrying about and being so excited about the upgrades of the next phone, And finally, let's talk about time. Time spent and the devotion of time. The average American right now spends 3.5 hours staring at their phone screen per day, and on average checks their phone 96 times a day. If you're me, it's probably more than 96 times. Today, or on average, do you spend 3.5 hours worrying about your self-care? Do you check in with yourself 96 times a day, being conscious about your self-care and how you're doing? Probably not. If you are, good for you, but I bet you most people don't do that. 3.5 hours and 96 times a day, I think the phone has us beat in most circumstances. So this is what I'm talking about when it comes to prioritizing how much time we spend with our phones, how much concern we have for our phones, how much we're worried about the battery life on our phones and what the next phone's gonna be, what the next best thing is gonna be. I feel like for some people out there, not all, but for some, the care and the concern about your phones has got the care about yourself kind of beat, unfortunately. Okay, and if you remember my last video, self-care is not optional. It is a necessity. Self-care is not selfish, it's unselfish. And please, in times like these especially, we have to prioritize our self-care, okay? So, like I said, I know we're having a little bit of fun with this today with this comparison, but please comment below, answer this poll question. When you've heard this video, and I know it's a little bit silly, but answer honestly. Do you take better care of yourself, or do you take better care of your phone? Okay. And if the answer is your phone, what are you going to start doing about it? And the time to start making changes is now. All right? This is Dr. Andrew Kim. I hope you enjoyed another video on self-care. Please check out my other videos. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share with others. Everyone, please be safe, be happy, be well. Dr. Andrew Kim, signing off.